Hi, I'm Cheryl Kagan, very proud to be the senator for Gaithersburg and Rockville. Welcome to this special edition of Kibbitzing with Kagan, brief conversations with people I find fascinating. I am really delighted to be interviewing each of the candidates for county executive, and my special guest today is Council Member Will Jawando. Council Member Will, thank you so much for taking time to chat.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So this is fun. I want to do a couple of things. First off, I'm looking at my clock because we're about to kick you off with 1 minute telling about why you're running, what your background is, the issues you think are important. But before we do that, I just want to mention that each candidate is getting the exact same questions in the exact same order, and we're really trying to keep this as equitable and fair as we possibly can. So, with that, tell us all about you in 60 seconds. You may begin.
I'm ready. Will Jawando, the council vice president, at-large member. I'm a husband, a father of four, attorney, and a really, really proud Montgomery County native. It's simple. I just want everyone in Montgomery County to have something I call the Montgomery County Promise. A great school in every neighborhood, safe, oriented neighborhoods that are affordable, that have transit access, and that has a good, strong economy where people can work a living wage job and retire with dignity and stay here. And I think that is a hallmark of Montgomery County. It's not available to everybody, but I've been working really hard to make sure that it is, and that's why I'm running.
Thank you. Um, so tell me, please, your proudest accomplishment that you think hasn't gotten as much attention as it deserves.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think one of the things I'm most proud of my time in public service is being the creator and founder of and first executive director of Summer Rise, which is our county's summer jobs program that's now run through MCPS. Over 10,000 students have gone through it at this point, and I still want to expand it even more. But I was proud to design that program before I was elected and run it in its first year and help nurture and grow it over time. And I think having kids have work-based learning experiences while they're trying to figure out what they want to do is not only good for them, it's good for our economy, it's good for the employers here. And it's been a great program. And I think a lot of people don't know that I founded it and designed it and ran it in its first year as executive director, but it's something that has taken on a life of its own. And I constantly meet kids and parents who have had great experiences with the program.
Well, now some more people will know that that was thanks to you. Um, Give me another policy that most inspires and motivates you.
Another policy that most inspires and motivates me, early childhood education. I'm the father of four children, a high schooler, two middle schoolers, and an elementary with my wife, Michelle. And some of the most expensive and hard times for parents are when the kids are 0 to 4. And it's really expensive, and that's when their brain development is happening. And we do not have, though we've made progress, we do not have a comprehensive system for all of our 50,000 0 to 4 year olds here in the Montgomery County region. And we've lost people to DC over the years because they have universal pre-K for 4 year olds, and the cost of care is just prohibitive. We've made strides, but it's something that I've been able to work on to expand our seats in Head Start and to expand our access to care. But it's something there's a lot of work to be done. And I think if you could provide that relief for families and that instruction for young kids at that age, at those early stages of brain development, it would be really beneficial to them and our community at large. So it's something that I really care about. It gets me excited, but also determined that we need to make more progress on it.
Okay. So you may not like this question so much. Uh, Talk about the biggest failure of the last 8 years.
My biggest failure?
No, this administration, this county executive's biggest failure in the last 8 years.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh. I look, we all fail, we all fall and get up. That's life. So, I think I think Mark, who's supporting me in this race, which I'm happy to have his support. We're in the addition game, not subtraction.
County Executive Mark Elrich.
Yes, Mark. We're not the same person, but I'm glad to have his support.
Hmm.
Uh, I think communicating a clear vision for where we need to go uh, to grow, to adapt to our surroundings, to not be so reliant on the federal government, to expand our economy.
Hmm.
I think that is an area where we could use a little more leadership there.
Okay.
Um, I will say he had to deal with a global pandemic in his
Mhm.
first term, which kind of will throw anyone a curveball when you're trying to come in and set your agenda. But I would like to have us have a clear vision of, okay, what is Montgomery County about? Who are we? What do we want to do? And how do we get there? I think that's a big role of an executive leader, whether it be a governor, a county executive, or a mayor. And I think that's an area where there's some room for improvement.
Okay. If you could snap your fingers and change any one thing, what would you choose in the county?
Snap my fingers and change any one thing. I would love for the price of housing to be affordable for everybody.
Mm.
It's a number one issue. 40% of our county who rents disproportionately are
Mm.
Black and Latino and immigrant in low income families. And any or even seniors that are, may have a house that's worth a lot, but they're trying to afford their property tax and stay in the county. That
Mhm.
is a huge, or a young person trying to move in and buy a house here, or
Everyone.
yeah,
Almost everyone.
it's a
Yeah,
huge issue, and we have a great quality of life. When you ask people what they love about Montgomery County, they say schools and parks, number one and two, but we could add a lot of other things to that list.
sure.
But it's become increasingly harder for people to afford to live here, and that's something that we're going to have to deal with.
So, in addition to housing, let's pivot for a quick second to economic development. What is one creative idea you have that would make a difference on jobs and economic development in the county?
Yeah, we have to double down on what we're good at and grow in those areas. It's like you tell a mentee or your children or anybody, advice. I always say, be the best you that you can be.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be Fairfax or anyone else. You don't have to be another jurisdiction. Let's be Montgomery County. And we're the third largest life science hub in the country. And in my time on the council, we've moved from four to three. We've moved up that ladder,
Hmm.
past Raleigh Durham, and that's because we have great companies like AstraZeneca and
In my district.
United
Yeah.
Therapeutics and Silver Spring and other places. And I
Mhm.
just spent a 2 weeks in China and Japan talking to a lot to those companies that want to come and access our markets and trying to get them to come and create jobs in Montgomery County. So I think we really need to lean into what we're good at,
Mhm.
and at the same time look for expansion and opportunities in other fields. And so one of the things a unique idea, I'm kind of cheating on your question a little bit, is I'd like to build a 10,000 square foot or 10,000 seat sports and entertainment arena in
Mm.
Montgomery County to tap into the youth sports kind of $80 billion market, to have concerts that we could go to here, and to have our graduations here, which we pay tens of millions of dollars a year
Do you have
to
a site that you're looking at?
graduation. Say
Sorry.
again?
Do you have a site that you're looking at?
We do. I think there's some potential sites, but one could be the new East County campus of Montgomery College.
Okay.
But I don't want to limit it to there. I think we put $100,000 in the budget that I led with Councilmember Fanny Gonzalez to study where
Okay.
we might do this.
Okay. We have a ton more questions, so I'm going to move things along a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk about Annapolis. The current county executive has not been so successful there. What would you do differently?
Yeah, well, I think one is deep engagement and relationships with all of you all. This is a good example. Like, you got to talk to everybody. You can't have any good relationship without communication. And communication entails listening, and not just talking at people. But I think you can set up some formal structures to do that. How do we make sure that not only am I present as county executive there, but that we're meeting before and after session and during, that we're clear in our asks for what we communicate to you all about what we think the priorities are, so you know what we think the needs are, and we have dialogue about that before that list is sent over. And then I think our staffs have to have really close communication as well. All my department heads, really have a open door policy for because you all are going and working on laws, but most importantly, working on state funding issues and regulatory issues that impact the county directly. So I think more constant and open communication, both two-way street on that, and setting up mechanisms, both formal and informal, to do that, I think will be a big part of it.
Okay. As the senator for Gaithersburg and Rockville, I would be remiss if I didn't ask, how do you plan to work with our cities and towns?
We got some great cities and towns, some great municipalities. I think part of it is what the a question we just talked about,
Hmm.
communication, engagement. I would put our municipalities in that same bucket. Uh, those of us who serve in state and local government are close to the people, and we have different perspectives based on our areas that we represent. And the only way you're going to know about those things is by talking to folks.
Good.
Um, yeah, and so I think, but I would like to create like kind of a formal, like a, there are MACo helps with the counties, but
Maryland Association of Counties.
Maryland Association of Counties, and we also have the sister organization, which
Mhm.
I'm forgetting right now, but
Maryland Municipal League, MML.
Yes,
Yeah.
Maryland Municipal League. So those are nice organizations that have formal events, but I think we could do more uh, together in how we work together and talk to each other and get together more often to find out what shared priorities are.
Okay. Uh, if you were to be elected, tell us what your priority would be, the one thing right after you were sworn in.
Those are always difficult questions. One, hiring the best and brightest department heads.
Okay,
I think,
that's enough.
yeah,
That should be it, right?
yeah. If you do that, you're in good position because being a manager, you got to have good people. You can't micromanage everybody.
Right. Who or what entity do you believe is key to successful county executive?
Who or what entity?
Yeah.
Oh, it could go different ways with that. I think this is what you mean. Well, I'll say the superintendent of
Okay.
MCPS
Mm-hmm.
um, and the school board.
Mm-hmm.
It's half our budget.
Mm-hmm.
It really drives a lot of everything else we're able to do. And we're at this unique moment in history where we have, with the advent of AI,
Mm-hmm.
with
Artificial intelligence.
artificial intelligence. I think that one people would know though.
Yeah,
Um,
you're right.
um, and the changing economy and just affordability issues.
Yeah.
Uh, the education system's a big one. If I could, you know, sneak in another one, I would say the relationship with the planning board, as
Okay.
well.
All
Yeah,
right. Uh, Pivoting to the campaign trail.
sure.
Other than fundraising, what is your least favorite part of campaigning?
Least favorite part.
Hmm.
I of campaigning, I would say just the negative attack ads and the soundbite culture of campaigning.
Fair.
We're having a conversation now. We might not agree on everything, but at least we're having a conversation. And campaigning doesn't lend itself to that sometimes.
Fair. Few more questions before we get to the fast five. First, is there a vote or a statement that you've made in your elected career that you wish you could have a do-over?
One does not come to mind. I think on this on the vote side, on the statement side, we're human beings. Sometimes we say things with passion or with not full context that you would have liked to maybe do that a little better. We're a diverse place with a lot of people have a lot of different interests. But no, I try to be very measured and thoughtful about what I say and how I vote. So
Okay.
I cannot think of one. Now, I'm not that they were always the right things to do, but
Sure.
they were the things I did.
Okay. Um, As you may know, I've spent a lot of years working on 911 and now 311. Montgomery County is one of the six jurisdictions that currently has a version, has 311, and we're proposing using artificial intelligence to go statewide 311. Tell me what you think is working or not working well so far in Montgomery County with 311. Super brief.
Yeah. Yes, I think it's greatly improved, but we
Mhm.
still have a long way to go. From when I started on the council 7 years ago, the idea of a repository where anyone can call when you have an issue, it's the right thing to do. I
Mhm.
think residents know about it. It's the knowledge of it has gotten better. We still need to get better on uh, making sure it's integrated with all of our agencies and that other people know who's worked on what if when there's issues that cross over.
Mhm.
And we still need to make sure we're tracking metrics like response time
Yes.
and using AI in a that's where I do think there's some good potential with AI to help with those things to get people to the right place, but also to improve response time.
Agreed. Uh, a moment to give a shout out to any nonprofit that you especially support that you think a lot of people might not be aware of.
Sunflower Bakery,
Good one.
who
Yes.
is they make wonderful baked goods, but also are a workforce development training center for individuals, young people with disabilities and autism and other intellectual disabilities, and they make great stuff for anybody
Yes.
that would want it.
I buy their stuff for my big meetings, for fundraisers. Yeah, definitely. Get their chocolate crinkle cookies.
Yes.
Council member, I am putting a minute back on the timer here. Any question I haven't asked you or anything else you'd like to pitch, and then we'll go to the fast five. You may begin.
Well, I think Montgomery County is plays a unique role at this moment in history of being a place where actually the American dream can happen. One third foreign born, divert for the top 10 most diverse cities. We have a role to play as we fight for our democracy nationally of being a bright light of a place that can get it right. And strong schools, strong economy, diverse community. And the next county executive is going to have to lead us through these very turbulent times with a strong vision. I think I've demonstrated that, and I'm excited to continue my service to the county on behalf of all of our 1.1 million residents.
You got 21 seconds left. If you have anything else, or you're good.
Yeah, no, I would just say I'm glad we're here in Maryland. I'm glad we're here in Montgomery County at a unique time in history where there's a lot going on. And having grown up here and been in every income bracket, except the very high ones, I think I have a really good perspective to help lead us forward.
Thank you. Will Jawando, council member, candidate for county executive. It is time for your fast five.
All
Five quick
right.
questions, five quick answers. Question number one, what is the best advice you've ever gotten from a mentor?
To value and respect your time and the time of others.
Cool. I'm trying to do that on this. Question two, who is a shero or hero not in Montgomery County and why?
Oh, that's tough. Lorraine Miller, who was the first African American and woman clerk of the U.S. House of Representatives, who gave me my first job on Capitol Hill when she was a senior advisor to Nancy Pelosi and started me on this whole political track.
Nice. Question three, where do you go to get off the grid and relax?
I play basketball with a group of guys every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. It's my therapy. It's also exercise. And I love doing that and hate when I have to miss it.
Yeah. Question four, what is a favorite local event that you look forward to each year?
Brookside Gardens, around the holiday time with the lights with my kids. Got some great memories and great pictures. We look forward to that every year.
Nice. Check out Gaithersburg's also sometime.
Yes, I've been there as well. I've been there.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Very good. The final question. Will Jawando, what is your hidden secret superpower? What is a skill or talent you have, something that you're really good at that most folks can't do?
I'm a pretty proficient singer. I sang in the past in my church choir. I gave a solo at my high school graduation.
Dang.
It's something I enjoy doing and am not too bad at.
That is something I did not know about you. You're totally cool. Before we wrap up, why don't you tell us social media, how people can learn more about you, your website, how to find you if they want to contribute or donate or learn more?
Sure, yeah. I'm at Will Jawando, which is WILLJAWANDO on all social media. And the website is just willjawando.com. And you can learn more about my platform. And if you want to volunteer or contribute, that's the place to go as well.
Excellent. Well, council member, thank you for your service. Thank you for your time. And thank you for taking time to kibitz this afternoon.
It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. See you again sometime soon. Take care.
Bye bye.